Thank you, Ellie. So as I was saying, if we want to earn this kind of returns in such a short time, okay, we need to go for something that's volatile. Okay, there's no choice, right? Let me show you another chart. Okay. Okay. As you can see from this this slide, okay, there's no better money to be made in the world than crypto. Okay, you cannot make as much money in as short a time as you can make in crypto. Simple as that. Okay, this slide is showing you the big cap cryptos. Okay, big market cap cryptos. If we put in the small to mid cap tokens, this chart will be completely shifted. Right? Look at the difference between crypto assets and traditional assets. Okay, basically the returns from crypto assets simply blow the rest of the traditional assets away. Okay, another slide. Let me show you. Okay, now this is a return of investment between Bitcoin, gold, and S&P 500 over the last 10 years since 2011. Okay, now in the past 10 years, there were 3 crashes followed by a rally. And each time, right, the price of Bitcoin reached all-time high. So there were 3 crashes. The first one was in 2011. Okay, second one 2014. The third one was in 2018. Okay, currently right now we are in the 4th crash. Okay, 2023. Okay, right. But let me assure you, okay, when the bull market comes back, okay, we will reach an all-time high again. Okay, why am I so sure? Okay, look at this chart. Okay, this was the first crash. Okay, Bitcoin went down 93%. Okay, in 2011. Okay, and after that, what happened to Bitcoin? Okay, it came back and reach an all-time high, and then it crashed again. Right, that was in 2014. It went down 86%. Okay, and then what happened? It came back. Okay, it went to an all-time high again, and then it crashed again in 2018. Okay, that was the time I almost died. Right, okay, it came down 82%. And after that, it went up again, right, and reached an all-time high of 60,000, and then came down again. So guys, look at this chart. What do you think will happen when Bitcoin, okay, when the market recovers? Do you think Bitcoin will reach an all-time high? What do you think, guys? I can tell you, confirm guarantee. Okay, just I don't know how much it will be, but it will definitely be more than 60,000. Right? Not only Bitcoin. If you look at the stock market, same thing. Right? After a crash, okay, the stock market will reach an all-time high. Okay, that's how things are. Okay, certain things in life is quite predictable, right? So the thing is, right, let's see. Okay, so let's assume that okay, let's look at this chart. Okay, let's say that over here, okay, this is point number 1. Okay, over here, this stretch, this is point number 2. Okay, and over here, this is point number 3. Okay, if let's say given a choice, if we at which point do you guys want to be at? Point number 1, okay, point number 2, or point number 3? If you have a choice, okay, you can type in the chat box, right? Where would you want to be? Point number 1 at the bottom of the crash. Point number 2 in the middle of a bull run, or point number 3 at the end of the bull run before the crash. there are yep, Valerie, yes, you're right. Okay, there are 27 of you, but less than 10 of you answered. So the rest, you don't want where you want to be. Where would you like to be? At point number one, at the bottom of the crash, before the start of the bull run, or at point number two, in the middle of a bull run, or at point number three, at the end of the bull run, beginning of a crash. Come on, guys. I don't see 27 of you answering. Well, if you can choose a time, where would you want to be? At one, here, two, or three? Or jialat lah like that. Your answer so slow. We cannot finish at 6 already lah.
Maybe it's your voice.
What about my voice? Not loud enough?
No, very soothing. So people just like listening like audio like that.
Okay. Right. Well, I'm not like a rash. I'm not a motivational speaker. Okay, I'll try to be a bit more lively. Okay, guys, come on. 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, I didn't say that. But yeah, okay, good. Motivate us.
Okay, guys. So as you can see, most of you said most of you type 1, right? So there's no right or wrong, actually. Okay. But personally, I want to be at 1 at the beginning of a rally, at the beginning of a bull run. Okay. Why? Because this is where we can get Bitcoin at the cheapest price. Right. Or whatever coins you want, whether it's Ethereum or Solana or Doge. Okay. This is where we can get the coins that we want at possibly the cheapest price. Okay. We can't go back anymore. Sorry, guys. Right. We cannot go back anymore. I don't think so. I don't think we can go back to $100 Bitcoin or even $1,000 Bitcoin. Okay. $10,000 maybe, right? But it's a tough call, right? So sorry, we can't go back anymore. Okay. Probably this is the lowest price Bitcoin will go around 20,000, 15,000, okay. Okay, or thereabouts, right? So everyone wants to go back, right, to when Bitcoin is $100 or $1,000, but that's not possible. Okay, this is the lowest. This is possibly the lowest that we can see. Okay, right. So if we know that the market will come back after a crash, okay, we want to position ourselves here, okay, right before the bull run, and accumulate as many of our favorite coins as possible, so that when the bull run comes, okay, when the bull run comes, okay, you make a lot of money. That's how investors make money. Right? Investors, or rather the smart investors, that's how they make money. That's how the whales make money. They don't accumulate Bitcoin here. Right? Who accumulates Bitcoin here? Who buys Bitcoin here? Can you all type in the chat box? Who do you think buy Bitcoins here? The whales buy Bitcoins here at the bottom here. They accumulate here. Here. Who buys Bitcoin here? They accumulate here. Make a guess. Yeah, type me. Right, the retail investors, the newbies. All right. So if we look at this chart, okay, am I right to say that now is the best time to get into crypto? Now is the best time, or almost the best time, okay, to start building your portfolio. Not tomorrow, not next year, not when the bull market comes, right? Now is the best time. Now, what if last night's rally was the beginning of the bull run? And you guys, and a lot of people, okay, a lot of you are still not prepared for the bull run. You're gonna miss a lot. You're gonna miss a lot of profits. Yeah, I tell you, seriously, guys. Okay. Millionaires are not made during the bull run. Millionaires are made during the bear market, which is now. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So today I'm going to teach you all how to build your portfolio, how to get good quality coins in your portfolio. Okay. Our aim is to build a portfolio that will appreciate at least 20x when the bull market comes. Okay, at least 20x. Is that good enough, guys? $20x at least. Okay. How much is 20x, guys? 2,000%. Yep. Right. 2,000%, right? At least 2,000% returns. Okay. Now, let's start off with Bitcoin fundamentals. RV, what? Yeah, 1K to 20K, right? Correct. Okay, so let's start off with Bitcoin fundamentals. I'm sure every one of you have heard of Bitcoin's price. Every one of you have heard of Bitcoin. Okay, if you don't know, if you have not heard of Bitcoin, then I don't know which hole you are hiding in the past few years. Okay, so first thing about Bitcoin, okay, is decentralized. Okay, meaning it is not run by one organization or one company. Okay, right. In fact, the network is fully distributed among its users. Okay, no one controls Bitcoin. Okay, so as a result, nobody can shut down Bitcoin. Okay, just like the internet, nobody controls the internet. Okay, no government can shut down the internet. Right. So that's one good thing about Bitcoin. Okay, no government can shut it down. Right. And number two, it is secure. Okay, it's highly encrypted and virtually impossible to compromise. Okay. Many hackers have tried to hack into the Bitcoin network, okay, to steal the Bitcoins inside, but none have succeeded so far. Okay, they are able to hack into exchanges that stores Bitcoin and steal the Bitcoin from exchanges. Okay, but they are not able to hack into the Bitcoin blockchain to steal the Bitcoins in the blockchain. Okay, so the safest place to store your Bitcoins is not in the exchanges, but in the blockchain. Okay, for that, you need something called a hardware wallet. Which later I'll talk about. Okay, right. So if you want to store your Bitcoin long term, okay, you treat it like a long-term investment, something you want to pass on to your next generation. Okay, so the safest place is to store it in the Bitcoin blockchain, right? Then the third fundamental is it is public, right? Meaning there's a public ledger of transactions called the blockchain. Okay, everyone in the world, as long as they have internet access, okay, they can view every transaction that has taken place since Bitcoin was invented until today on the Bitcoin blockchain, right? Now, while every transaction is public, the parties involved can choose to be anonymous. In other words, you can choose not to let, okay, give me a moment. Okay, sorry, yeah. In others, if you send Bitcoin to your friends, okay, you can choose not to let the whole world know who you are or who your friends are. Okay, that's the thing that is good about crypto. Okay, we can remain anonymous. Okay, then again, anonymity and traceability are defined by each user. Okay? If you want the whole world to know that you send $1 million worth of Bitcoin to your friend, okay, go ahead, you can do so, right? But if you don't want people to know, right, you can do that too. You know what I mean? Right? So anonymity and traceability are defined by each user. Okay? And Bitcoin, okay, being digital, okay, is therefore global, right? There's no underlying commodity backing them, like the gold standard. Okay, rather they are backed by the compounding integrity of the ever-growing network. In other words, as the network of Bitcoin grows bigger, that means as more and more people use Bitcoin, right, the entire network becomes more stable, right? Okay, which is the last point, right? The money supply is predetermined and embedded within the encrypted network, meaning that money cannot be printed, okay, or added to the system at any time. There's a fixed supply of Bitcoin. And how much is it? Okay, it's 21 million. This is a fixed number. There will not be more than 21 million Bitcoins ever created. Okay, this is the max. No more. Okay, unlike fiat currency, governments can keep printing money, thereby devaluing the value of money, right? But Bitcoin, okay, there will ever only be 21 million. Okay. In other words, no government in the world, nobody in the world can print or create more Bitcoins. Okay, it's fixed. And currently there are already about more than 18 million Bitcoins in circulation, which means we have less than 3 million Bitcoins to go. Okay, so currently 6.25 Bitcoin are introduced to the Bitcoin supply at a fixed rate of 1 block every 10 minutes. Okay, simply put, every 10 minutes, 6.25 Bitcoin are released into the market. Okay, and this rate will halve every 4 years until all coins are produced in the year 2140. Okay, so the last halving, okay, that means every time Bitcoin halved, okay, we call it a halving event. Okay, the last halving took place in 2021, last year. Okay, which means come 2025, okay, there will only be 3.125 Bitcoin released into the market. Now, guys, think about this. Okay, we have something, we have an asset, okay, that is programmed. Okay, to reduce its supply by 50% every 4 years. Okay, right? Just imagine the supply of housing in Singapore, okay, is reduced by 50% every 4 years. So what do you think the prices of homes in Singapore will be? Will it go up or will it go down? Or should I say, will it ever go down? Right? I mean, it's common sense, right? Or simple economics. Okay. It will never go down, you see. So that's what Bitcoin is. That's how it is programmed into its protocol. Okay. Every 4 years, the supply of Bitcoin released into the market is halved. So if you truly understand how Bitcoin works, okay, you will know, okay, the price of Bitcoin will definitely go up, at least until the year 2140. Yeah, I don't know what will happen after that. Yeah, I also don't want to know, because we will no longer be around, right? So that is why the whales, okay, the billionaires, the largest hedge funds in the world, all right, they are accumulating Bitcoin, especially now during the bear market, because they know something that a lot of people don't. Okay, here we have an asset, okay, that whose supply will be reduced by 50% every 4 years. Okay, now guys, if you don't see the significance of it, I can't help you, right? All right. Okay, so that is why I'm investing in Bitcoin. That's why I'm investing in crypto. Okay, as we know, more or less the whole crypto market currently, right, follows the movement of Bitcoin. Am I right? If Bitcoin's price goes up, the market goes up. If Bitcoin price goes down, the market goes down. So if we know, right, in the long run, the price of Bitcoin will definitely go up. Seriously, what are we going to do now? Right. I don't think we need to be a rocket scientist to know what we should do now. Am I right? Okay. Right. So the last fundamental of Bitcoin is mining. I'm sure you've heard of Bitcoin mining. Okay. Now, the backbone of the network is the collective computing capability of Bitcoin miners. I'm sure you've heard of Bitcoin miners, companies that mine Bitcoins or Bitcoin farms, right? Bitcoin farms are basically uh, uh, a large building or a large room that consists of a lot of Bitcoin mining machines, right? So what do Bitcoin mining machines do? Okay, very simple. Okay, very simple. What these machines do is, okay, they verify all the transactions that take place on the Bitcoin network. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. For example, if let's say I send 1 Bitcoin to you, okay, who's going to verify that transaction that I, okay, send 1 Bitcoin to you, okay, on a specific date, on a specific time? Okay, right? It's not the banks, right? It's not the government, right? Okay, it is all those mining machines, okay, okay, so-called supercomputers that does the verification. Okay, so how are these miners being rewarded for their efforts, right? They are being rewarded by these Bitcoins that are being released into the market, okay, into circulation, okay, every 10 minutes. Okay, in other words, every 10 minutes, okay, 6.25 Bitcoin, okay, will be released into the wallet of a particular Bitcoin mining machine. So for example, let's say Harvey owns a Bitcoin mining machine, right? And Harvey's machine, okay, verify all the transactions that took place in the last 10 minutes. Okay, then that 6.25 Bitcoin will be released into Harvey's Bitcoin wallet. Y'all get it? That's how Bitcoin miners are being rewarded. Okay, currently there are hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin mining machines around the world. Okay, right, and each 10 minutes, that 6.25 Bitcoin will only be released to one wallet. Okay, if Harvey's Bitcoin mining machine is not fast enough, okay, let's say Ali's machine is faster than Harvey's machine, okay, and Ali's machine is able to verify all the transactions that took place within the last 10 minutes, then the 6.25 Bitcoin will go to Ali's wallet. You get what I'm trying to say, right? So that's why currently it's not easy to mine Bitcoins anymore compared to a few years back, because now it's very competitive. Okay, if you only have one Bitcoin mining machine, how are you going to compete with the corporations? Okay, those who have thousands or tens of thousands of Bitcoin mining machines housed in a Bitcoin farm, right? It's almost impossible, right? And every year, these big boys, okay, they upgrade their machine to the latest model. Okay, currently one Bitcoin mining machine is about, if I'm not wrong, it's about 10,000 US. Okay, in other words, if you want to play this game now, you need a lot of money. But in the early days, when nobody knows about Bitcoin, nobody bothers to mine Bitcoin, it's actually possible to mine Bitcoins on your laptop. Yeah, really. Okay, you can use a simple computer or simple laptop to mine Bitcoins. Okay, but now, no way. Okay, you need specialized machines to mine it. So that's why it's not easy to go into to get into Bitcoin mining now, and the difficulty gets higher. Okay, every year. Okay, so you can imagine, right? Okay, let's talk about gold. Okay, let's say if the cost of mining gold goes up, or property, if the cost of constructing homes goes up, okay, what do you think will happen to houses? What do you think will happen to gold? Right? If the cost of if the cost of getting it goes up, what's going to happen? Expensive, right? Again, simple economics, right? Okay, so the cost, okay, and the difficulty of mining Bitcoin will go up every 4 years. Because number one, supply is half. Number two, okay, more and more people get into the game. So the scarcity of Bitcoin and the difficulty of mining Bitcoin, okay, all this add up together, right? It will definitely push the price of Bitcoin up. I won't say that it's a sure bet, okay, but it's an almost sure bet. If today you guys don't know what coins to buy in the crypto market, okay, just buy Bitcoin and hold. Okay. Don't trust me, trust the technology. Okay, right. Okay,
Bitcoin is expensive.
no, you can buy a fraction of it. And that's the good
Okay.
thing. Another thing about Bitcoin is you can buy a fraction of it. Okay, even if Bitcoin is $1 million per Bitcoin, for example, okay, you can still buy a portion of it, unlike stocks, right? So that's the wonderful thing about Bitcoin. You can buy $100 worth of Bitcoin. You can buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, and just hold it in your Bitcoin wallet and let it appreciate. Okay, so this is one coin that every crypto investor need to have, right, in their portfolio. Okay, how much you want to hold in your portfolio is up to you. Okay, but you definitely need to have some Bitcoins in your portfolio. Okay, if you're a long-term investor. Okay, if you want something that you can pass to your next generation, right? Okay, so next, basics of smart contracts. Okay, so what are smart contracts? Just like any contract, smart contracts lay out the terms of an agreement or deal. Okay, but unlike a traditional contract, a smart contract's terms are executed as code running on a blockchain rather than on paper sitting on a lawyer's desk. Okay, now smart contracts allow developers to build a wide variety of decentralized apps and tokens. Okay, they are used in everything from loans and insurance to logistics and gaming and NFTs. And they are stored on a blockchain like any other crypto transaction. They make it possible to securely automate and decentralize virtually any kind of deal or transaction, okay, no matter how complex. In other words, without smart contracts, okay, you won't have any decentralized applications, you won't have any tokens, okay, there will be no crypto market, so to speak. Okay, there'll be no NFTs, there'll be no crypto gaming, okay, nothing. So smart contracts play a very important part in the crypto industry, right? And the most famous of them all is Ethereum. Okay, why? Because Ethereum was the first smart contract blockchain that went mainstream. Okay. So what is Ethereum? Okay, Ethereum is a blockchain platform, okay, with its own cryptocurrency called Ether or ETH, right, or Ethereum. Okay, and it has its own programming language called Solidity. So as a blockchain network, it is a decentralized public ledger for verifying and recording transactions. Okay, the platform allows users to build a range of decentralized applications. Okay, for example, if let's say you're a developer, you want to build decentralized applications, okay, you can use Ethereum, right, to design, okay, to create your application, or let's say your NFTs or your crypto game, okay, or a decentralized finance application. Okay, so how does Ether work? Right, the Ethereum network, okay, is fueled by Ether at every step. Okay, users are required to pay ETH for every operation they perform on dApps created by the platform. Okay, Ethereum or ETH is provided as a reward to users who contribute resources to the decentralized network by mining. Okay, now let's say, for example, if today you want to send okay, let's say you bought an NFT, okay, that is created on the Ethereum network. So when you pay for the NFT, there's a transaction that takes place, right? So how is this transaction being verified? Yeah, it's very similar to the Bitcoin network, right? You have I don't know, maybe probably tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of Ethereum mining machines, okay, connected to the Ethereum network, okay? Just like the Bitcoin network. Okay, these machines, their job is to verify each transaction that takes place on the Ethereum network. So let's say you bought an NFT for 100 Ethereum, 100 ETH. Okay, now that transaction has to be verified by the machines. So same thing with how the Bitcoin mining network works. Okay, if your Ethereum machine, okay, verifies that particular transaction, right? So Ethereum will be released into your Ethereum wallet as a reward, okay, for helping the network, okay, verify transactions. So again, it's just like how the Bitcoin network works. Okay, it's basically a competition among machines. Okay, whichever machine is able to verify transactions, they get ETH as a reward. Okay. And not only that, right? Users, when they use Ethereum's network, that means when they buy, when they do transactions on an application that is created by Ethereum, right? They need to pay ETH as what we call gas fee or transaction fee. So that transaction fee, that gas fee, goes to the Ethereum mining machine, Ethereum miner as well. So that's how Ethereum miners sort of make money, right? Or get rewarded by using their resources, okay, to buy machines and then connect it to the Ethereum network. Okay, so the key benefits of Ethereum is, okay, being centralized. Okay, there can be no single point of failure in the system. This makes Ethereum less vulnerable to hacking, power outages, and other threats that might compromise user data. Okay, and when was Ethereum invented? Okay, way back in 2012 actually. Okay, but it was only in 2015. Okay, when this guy called Vitalik Buterin, right, appeared in a Bitcoin conference in Miami. Okay, when he talked about Ethereum, okay, that's when the whole world finally understood what Ethereum was all about. So, if I wasn't wrong, okay, in 2015, the price of Ethereum was only a few cents. Yeah. Okay, so that's how Ethereum came about. And from then until now, same thing with the Bitcoin network. Okay, nobody has been able to hack into the Ethereum network at all, right? It's the most stable smart contract blockchain out there currently. Okay, so if you want to invest in crypto and if you want to invest in a so-called stable coin, stable crypto, okay, besides Bitcoin, okay, Ethereum is also another token that you need to have in your investment portfolio. Okay, because majority of applications that you see today, right? Most of the coins that you see in the crypto marketplace today, okay, most of them, okay, they were built on the Ethereum network. Okay, so that makes Ethereum hard to fail. I'm not saying it won't, okay, but it makes it very, very hard to fail. All right. Okay, so any questions up to here regarding Bitcoin and Ethereum?
Yes, Kelvin, can I ask? Actually, I put in the chat box also. Okay, just now you mentioned
about the chat box thing. I don't read chat box now because
okay.
I closed it. Otherwise, you'll block the screen. So, if you have any questions, guys, unmute yourself and speak up. Better,
Okay.
right?
Sure, sure. Good. Yeah, I just want to check with you. Just now, I was asking whether how can we see the Wells wallet, you know, how many Bitcoins they hold and all that, since you say it's like public and look at it and all that, right? Yeah. But we just don't know who owns the wallet, right? But how can we detect?
You don't know who owns the wallet, but you can know that it's a whale because it has a lot of Bitcoin in the wallet or Ethereum, you know? Okay, the thing about blockchain is everything is transparent. As long as you can gain access to the internet, okay, you can view provided you know the wallet's address. It's like the wallet's address is like our bank account number. Okay, provided you know as long as the wallet address, okay, you'll be able to see how many Bitcoins or Ethereums that particular wallet has inside. And you'll be able to see all the transactions that took place, okay, in that wallet from day one until now.
Okay.
So there are ways to track. There are ways
Right.
to track. Okay, like this wallet, transfer how many wallet to another wallet, and so on and so forth. So
I see.
there are people out there that probably they have nothing better to do in their life. Okay, they all they do is they track all these whales wallets.
Okay, good. But can we know who owns the most Bitcoin? Which wallet can we like search or scan?
You gotta Google.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to search. Okay, but there are people who do that.
Okay.
All you need to do is just Google. Nowadays,
Yeah.
if you Google, you can find practically any information out there.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. Okay. There are even websites and even Telegram channels. Okay, that specializes in tracking all these whale wallets. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Ken.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there are programs to say that because they actually track what's the crypto amount of crypto bought, so they can track. Yeah.
Yeah, everything is trackable. That's the good thing about blockchain. It's transparent. You can't hide. The only thing you can hide is your identity lah. Okay, but even now, governments are trying their best to not let you hide. You get what I mean? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the good thing about decentralization. Okay, you can hide. Okay.
So just on that note, like when you say, see, these days, like there are scammers and all who use this platform, right, to
Yeah.
extort money. So is there a way where we can say, like if you want to go after some of these people who use these wallets, is there a way to recover these funds? Or let's say you accidentally forgot your wallet address or something like that. Is there a way you can recover the money?
If you forget your wallet address, then there's no way you can recover your money.
Even like when you go to the owners of the platform, they can't help, is it?
So this is decentralized as okay. The thing about decentralization, that there's good and bad. The good is it's not owned by anybody. Nobody controls it. In other words, it's like there's no owners. Okay. So it's maintained by everyone who uses it. Okay, especially the miners. Okay, the thing about the blockchain is, all right, it is maintained by the so-called miners. You get what I'm saying? Because they are the ones who verify transactions. They don't own the network. Like a Bitcoin, they don't own the Bitcoin network. Okay, what they do is their machines. Okay, the machines only verify transactions, and that's it. Nobody owns the network. So if you forgot your let's say your wallet address, for example, okay, then that's too bad lah. Because nobody can get into your wallet.
Okay.
Only you. Right? If any Tom, Dick, and Harry can get into your wallet, then it's not secure already. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what I mean to say is there should be some control, right? Someone should.
You lah. You are the control. You are talking about a decentralized network. Of course, if you're talking about centralized network, then of course the company controls it lah.
Okay.
Like our banking system, for example, is a centralized network. The bank controls your money, right? Okay, if you put money in the bank, if the bank doesn't want to release your money, there's nothing you can do. Okay, or if the bank closed down, or whatever, run away with your money or whatever, okay, there goes your money. Okay, because it's a centralized entity. Okay, but for blockchains, a lot of blockchains out there, they are decentralized, meaning you are in control of your assets. Nobody can touch it. Nobody can get into your wallet. Only you. So if you forgot your password or you forgot your wallet address, then too bad. Okay? Your Bitcoin will remain in the Bitcoin blockchain forever. Nobody can touch it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thing. That's the good and bad about decentralization. All right. Okay. So never ever forget your password, your wallet address. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let's continue. Right. So next we come to cryptocurrency fundamentals. So how to analyze a crypto project? Okay. So this is what I do. Okay, to analyze a crypto project. Okay, it's just like it's just investing in stocks. Okay, how to find a good company to invest in. So in the stock market, you can obviously you can read the financial reports of a company, right? And most companies, obviously, you know what they are doing, what is their business all about, what they are selling, what are their products, okay, blah blah blah. Because in the stock market, right, listed companies, they have to report, okay, their financials every quarter. Correct me if I'm wrong, every quarter, right? Correct. Hey guys, I know a lot of you invest in stocks every quarter. Okay. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you guys invest in stocks, right? All I know is there's a lot of things to read on the financial reports, what P ratio, this and that, right? Okay, yeah. So I mean that's stock. Okay, you have a lot of information that is easily obtainable, but in the crypto market is totally different. Okay, because crypto companies, right, or the crypto projects, they do not need to report anything yet. Okay, governments are trying to regulate the industry, but as of now, at this moment, okay, the crypto market is not regulated. So as such, companies do not need to report anything. Okay? In fact, anyone can come up with their own token. Right? I mean, if Rash wants to come up with his R coin, for example, he can do it. Okay. Anyone currently can come up with their own coins and list their coins on decentralized exchanges like Uniswap or PancakeSwap or whatever swap, okay, or even on Binance or FTX or Kucoin. Okay. Anybody, seriously, right? For example, Harvey can come up with his own Harvey coin if he wants to, if he knows how to do it, or get somebody to do it for him. Almost any Tom, Dick, and Harry can come up with their own coins. Okay, that's the reason why currently there are tens of thousands of funny tokens out there in the world. Okay, that I don't even know about. Right. Okay. So if that's the case, how are we going to identify whether a project or whether a company is good or no good? Okay, how are we going to find the good coins, okay, to invest in? So these are the 6 areas, okay, or 6 fundamentals that I look at, okay, before I decide whether to invest or whether to put my money in that project, right? Okay. Okay. First is what we call the white paper. Okay. Now, if a project doesn't have a white paper at all, okay, please run away from it. Okay, don't bother. Don't even put a single dollar into that project. Okay, all right. For me, a project must have a white paper, and that white paper must be readily available to the public. Right? That means we can easily download the white paper from the project's or the company's website, or the white paper, okay, is on the website, okay, that the public can read. So what is this white paper? Basically, it is a technical document that gives us an overview of a cryptocurrency project. Okay, a good white paper should define the goals of the network and ideally give us an insight into the technology used. Okay, is it, for example, is it open source or is it closed source, right? Which blockchain is it built on, okay, etc., etc. Right? Then it should also give us an insight into the token's use case or use cases. Okay, right? Is there any utility in it? Why must people buy the token, or would the public, right, purchase the token? Is there any utility for it? Okay, if there's no utility for the token, all right, don't invest. Because if there's no utility for the token, then probably nobody would buy it. So if nobody buys a token, how will the price go up, right? Then also, the white paper must show, okay, the roadmap for upgrades and new features of the project. Okay, the supply and distribution scheme for the token. Okay, and at the same time, what unique problem the token is solving. Practically, blockchain projects that uniquely solve a major problem will have more surge in demand, okay, thereby boosting the tradable value of its token. Okay, right. So you should be able to find a lot of information about a project in a good white paper. If you cannot find a lot of information, then please don't invest in that project. All right. Okay. Next thing I look at is the team. Now, if there's a specific team behind the cryptocurrency network, okay, behind the project, behind the company, right, its members' track records can review whether the team has the required skills to bring the project to fruition. Okay, for example, has anyone worked on reputable projects in the past? Okay, are they reputable members of the blockchain ecosystem? Okay, is their expertise sufficient to reach their projected milestones? Right? Have they been involved in any questionable projects or scams? Right? Who is backing their projects? Right? The goal is to be confident you're investing in a token or a project that is backed by people who actually know what they are doing. Okay, that's how I invest in projects. Okay, I want to know the people behind it. I want to know who they are. I want to know, okay, whether they are able to pull off, okay, what they say they are going to do in the white paper. You get what I'm saying? All right. If the team has no experience, now I'm not gonna invest in that project. I'm not invest in a company. All right. Third, I will look at the competitors. Okay. Now, a strong white paper should give us an idea of the use case or use cases the crypto asset is targeting or the project is targeting. Now, at this stage, it is important to identify the projects it is competing with, okay, as well as the legacy infrastructure it seeks to replace. Okay. Now, an asset may look appealing by itself, but the same indicators applied to similar crypto assets could reveal one to be weaker than the other. I would also look at its competitors, okay, right, to have a feel, okay, to understand whether the project that I'm going to invest in, okay, is better or worse. Okay, all right. Not all applications are made the same. Okay, not all blockchains are made the same. Okay, some are faster, some are slower, some are cheaper, some fees are higher. Okay. So there are a lot of things to look at, okay, before I invest. I don't just throw my money anyhow just because a friend say that, hey, this project is good. No, it's definitely going to do a 1000x. Nah, right? I will do my own research. Okay. So the next thing is, the fourth fundamental is the tokenomics and initial distribution. Okay. So there's this thing about that in the crypto industry that doesn't happen in the stock market. Okay, and it is this thing called tokenomics and initial distribution. Right now, focusing on the distribution might give us an idea of any risk that exists. For instance, if the vast majority of the supply was owned by only a few parties, okay, we might reach the conclusion that this is a risky investment, as those parties could eventually manipulate the market. Right? Okay, and tokenomics also show, right, what we call a tokens emission schedule. Okay, in other words, when a project is launched, okay, not all coins, not all tokens, okay, are released into the hands of the early investors or the retail investors. Okay, some projects, they have what we call a lock-in period. In other words, when for example, when the project is launched, okay, only 10% of the tokens are released to investors. Okay, the rest of the 90%, okay, will be slowly released. Okay, for example, 10% a month for 9 months to the investors. So those 9 months are what we call a token release emission schedule. So if you understand, okay, this tokenomics, okay, you would know when to go into, or when to buy the tokens and when to sell the token. Okay, for example, let's say tomorrow there's going to be a huge amount of tokens that are going to be released to investors tomorrow. Okay, so should you buy today or not? Should you buy the token today? If let's say you know that tomorrow a huge amount of tokens are going to be released to the early investors who bought at 1 cent, for example. Okay, but right now the current market price is $10. Okay, so the early investors bought at 1 cent. Now the market price is $10. Tomorrow there's going to be a huge amount of tokens that are going to be released to the early investors. Will you buy today? Come on, guys. Don't know. If you don't know, say don't know lah. Okay, don't keep quiet. Oh, work your fingers. Hey, hello guys, there are 27 of you. Come on, come on. Don't go to sleep. I know it's a Sunday.
Is this a trick question?
No, it's not a trick question. What do you think is a trick question?
For a moment, I thought, you know,
I repeat again. Okay, let's say you are an early investor, all right? You invested in a particular project called XYZ, okay? And you bought the coins at 1 cent. Okay, we call it the pre-sale price or the whatever early bird price, okay, whatever. Okay, you bought it at 1 cent. Okay, now the current market price is $10. Okay, and tomorrow a huge amount of tokens are going to be released to you. Okay, now what will you do? Maybe I ask and this way lah. Okay, so what will you do? If you don't understand my question, type don't understand. Okay, I repeat again. You're an early investor of this project called XYZ. Okay, you paid 1 cent. Okay, you pay 1 cent. That's the pre-sale price. All right. Okay. So currently the price is $10. Okay, and tomorrow, huge amounts of the coins is going to be released to you. So now tomorrow, when you get your hands on the tokens, what would you do? What will you most likely do? Come on, guys. Very easy, very simple question, right? Very simple, right?
So Kelvin means right now I don't have any tokens. Tomorrow then I'll get it.
Yeah.
Then definitely short. It's like AXS.
Guys, you definitely sell, right? You still hold for what? Agree? You bought at 1 cent, no? Now it's $10, no? You don't sell. What DCA? Still DCA for what? You bought at 1 cent. Okay, guys, you bought at 1 cent. Okay, but it's being locked up. Tomorrow, okay, tomorrow, finally, okay, you are getting your tokens. And now the price is $10. From 1 cent to $10. How many times is that?
Oh, I know where I was confused initially, because this is NFT or crypto, you see. So it's not like stocks, because when you buy stocks, you already own it.
That's
So
why
just now you said that you
that's why I
already have.
say in
Yeah.
crypto, there's this thing called tokenomics that you don't find it in the stock market. In the stock market, there's no such thing as tokenomics. All right.
Yes, understand now. Yeah.
So 1,000 times. Okay. You made 1,000x already. You don't sell. You still want to hold. Hold for what? Hold and wait for it to drop, is it? Right, guys. You will sell, right? And not only you will sell, a lot of other early investors like you will sell. Cash out, whatever you want to call it, take profit, zhao. Right? Maybe sell some, hold some, but definitely you will sell, correct? Correct or not, guys? Am I correct? Only a foolish investor will hold and not sell a single token. Am I right? Hey, I would say almost like everybody will sell, whether they want to sell all or sell some, but they will sell. And when there's so much heavy selling pressure in the market, what will happen to the price of that token? From $10, where will it go? Will it go up 11, 12, 100, or will it go down to maybe even 10 cents? I don't know. What will happen most likely to the token? It will fall. Okay, it may crash. It won't be a Terra Luna. It won't go to zero. If it's a good project, right? But the price will definitely come down, crash. So now let's come back to the earlier question. Let's assume you are not an early investor. Okay, you have identified XYZ, this project, to be a good project. Okay, you know that it has a good future. Okay, it has a whatever lah. It has a bright future. Okay, the product is good, the team is good, whatever is good. Okay, just that tomorrow, okay, there will be a huge token release to the early investors. Okay, will you buy now? Will you buy today? Or will you wait? Okay. So who will buy today? You type buy. Who will wait? You type wait. Wait, right? You won't buy now because you know very high chance the price will crash. Because the early investor will cash out tomorrow or the day after, right? Or 2 days after. You want to wait for the dust to settle first. And then you buy. You get what I'm saying? Guys. Right? That's why understanding or knowing the tokenomics is important. And this tokenomics and initial distribution has to be in the white paper. So you know when to get in, when to get the tokens at a good price. Because if it's a good project, eventually the price will come back up. Okay? Okay. The next fundamental is market capitalization and circulating supply. Okay. Now, the market capitalization is used to extensively to figure out the growth potential of networks. Okay. Some crypto investors view small cap coins to be more likely to grow compared to large cap ones. Others believe large caps to have stronger network effects and therefore stand a better chance than unestablished small caps. Okay. I also look at the market capitalization and circulating supply of the projects before I decide whether I want to buy the tokens or not. Right. And lastly, I look at the community. Okay. Now, it's wise to cross-reference information with discussions of the project. What are other people saying about it? Okay. Are there any red flags raised? Do the goals seem realistic? How large is the community behind it? Okay. For example, how many followers the project has on Telegram, on Discord, or Twitter? Okay, right. I will go on Twitter and then I will check how large is the community, right? And I'll ask certain questions, right, relating to the project, right? I will also go to Telegram, okay, join the Telegram group, and then ask questions inside, and see how responsive the admins are. Okay. Now, sometimes if let's say I'm not really familiar about a particular project, I will go on social media like Telegram or Twitter or Discord and ask questions, right? Because there are definitely people within the community who are more knowledgeable than me. Okay, for example, let's say I know nothing about NFTs, okay, but I want to invest in NFT, and let's say I heard about this particular NFT project, okay, but I know nothing about NFT. So I just go into that project community and ask around, hey guys, why do you all invest in this NFT? What is so good about this NFT? Or I'll ask, may I know what is NFTs? You know, right? So if let's say the community is very helpful, right? Is very active. Okay, now that is a good community. So probably that project will go far. You get what I'm saying? If let's say the community has only a few people or just a few hundred people, you know, it's not active at all, nobody bothers to answer anything you ask, okay, then stay away from that project. Okay, most likely it's gonna die. Okay, because ultimately at the end of the day, right, whether a project will be successful or not, right, is the people, okay, the people behind it. In other words, not only the founders, you know, the management team, okay, it's also the users, the community, okay? It's the people, right? Just like Bitcoin, why is Bitcoin so valuable? It's because of the people, okay? The users, the miners, and now even the governments want to come in, the banks want to come in, you know, the people, right? In other words, the network effect. You get what I'm saying? So this is how I analyze a cryptocurrency project. Okay, just 6 fundamentals. That's all. Okay, any questions before we take a break? Any
Usually
questions?
for new projects, right? What kind of questions will you ask? It depends on what kind of project is it, like layer 1, layer 2, or like web 3. Like, but what kind of questions will you ask?
What kind of questions do I ask?
Like for layer 1, what kind of question you ask? Layer 2, what kind of question you ask? Usually for yourself.
Basically, I know what layer 1 and 2 is, so I don't need to ask questions. I just look at the white paper. I look at most important is the team behind it.
Oh,
Okay.
but you won't like ask questions to test them.
Not really lah. I mean, I know what I'm doing. Okay. But if I purposely want to ask question, I'll ask what is layer 1 now? You know, like Xiao, I don't know, like newbie. Just ask newbie questions lah. Ask anything lah. If you just want to test whether they are responsive or not, you just ask anything under the sun. What is layer 1? What's whatever you want to ask lah. I got those. I mean, I just want to test whether they are responsive or not, there's no particular questions that I ask. I'll just ask anything.
Is there a way to do valuation, like how you do on stocks and all?
So how do you do on stocks?
Like, you have the balance sheet and the
I
profit
already
and
told
loss.
you, okay, there's no balance sheet for you to do. There's no financial statements. There's no financials for you to read. Okay, these are the things. These are the only things that you can get. That I, through my experience, all right, come up with. Okay, these 6 fundamentals. All right.
Kelvin, how do we know where do we get the information for like all these new project white papers and all that? Is there like any channel?
White paper should be on the project's website.
Okay.
If it's not on the project's website, then it has to be somewhere lah, on the website lah. If it's not on the website, I don't know how to get it.
Yeah.
If it's very difficult for people to get it, then don't invest in the project. I mean, why? If let's say your project has nothing to hide, why do you make it so difficult for people to get your white paper? Am I right?
Yeah.
You should make it as easy as possible, right? And the easiest way to allow people or to gain access to your website is, to gain access to your white paper is on your website. Just download it.
But how do you ever know there's such new project coming up?
Yeah, that's my question.
Good question. Okay, that's why you need to be resourceful lah. There's this thing called Google. There's this thing called Google. All right. Just type in what new crypto projects are launching, something like that. Okay, later I'll show you guys some of the websites that I use as resources, okay, to know what are the new projects that are coming up. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Okay, but most of the time I use Mr. Google. Okay, you'll be surprised what amount of information you can find using Google.
Not Miss Google, Mr. Google.
Mr. or Miss lah, Madam also can lah. Yeah, or I don't know, 100x Alpha Club. Just join communities lah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, if you want to invest in NFTs, yeah, I think 100x Alpha Club is a good community. Victor knows a lot of stuff about NFTs. Okay, if you guys don't know who Victor is, he's a young chap. Okay, very young. Right. Okay, so let's take a break. Let's take a short 10-minute toilet break. What's the time now? Now is 11:30. Let's come back 11:40. Okay, and then we'll try to break for lunch at 1 o'clock.